Hey there. So sorry, everyone, to make you wait, like I always do. A couple of little problems, as usual. Always have a few little problems before coming on. How's everyone doing this evening? Lots of cool information coming out. Although it was already information that came out before with our friend Neil Young. Yes, no, not Neil Young, Bruce, but Neil Armstrong. How's it going, everyone? Feedback, Fred. Thank you very much for being here. First of the first. Christopher Rollins, how's it going, man? Nice to see you all. Stefan, I problem. 1 second, everyone. You got to be able to see. Jesus. Well, maybe started a bit too soon. Very hard time with bright lights. I mean, it's incredible. It's when I get taken away by the UFOs at night. It's always that bright light when they leave. They tell me always never to turn back and look at them, but I always do. Let's try this again. Christopher Rollins, thank you. How's it going, Sharon? Taylor. Hi, fellow Skywatchers. Ooh, thought I was late. No, right on time. Bruce was late. Thank you very much, Miss Julie Stats. Thanks, you guys. Hey, Peter. How's it going, brother? Andrew's in the house. Ahoy, hoy. Ahoy, mateys. Mateys. That was a good way to sound like a pirate by trying to lift myself up. Trying to lift my big ass up. Yeah, well, Neil Armstrong talked about the moon way back in 1969 when he came back and he went to a NASA symposium, and that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to read some of the quotes from the transcripts of that symposium. Force disclosure 818, how's it going? Because the excitement about what's going on the moon is just very exciting. A lot of people are talking about the moon and what's going on the moon. We're waiting for news by China, who is supposedly going to confirm to us whether that object that they got is a boulder or a hut building of some type. Anyways, John Black, thanks for coming back, you guys. Hey, Sprad, Paranormal's in the house. Hello to you, brother. Thanks a lot, you guys. Zoe, how's it going? Nice to see you. Elias Barnes is in the house. Thanks a lot, my friends. Kermit, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming back. And Duranzi, thanks, you guys. Trying to catch up this time so I don't miss Neil Young, the astronaut. Neil Young, the astronaut. That would have been funny. A very serious report in the suit and everything. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Young for the Apollo 11 landing. Yeah. Honestly, Neil Young probably would have had a chance to have gone about as much as Neil Armstrong would have had a chance to have gone. And of course, the transcripts and that I'm going to read to you all, I'm sure a lot of you have seen a lot of over the years this information come out. It's information that we all know, that Neil said that he saw ships on the moon, but not everybody actually knows if it's true or not. But if you go see the transcripts, it's true, and he really did say it. And there's mention of the ships being very menacing. And I quote exactly his words. Hey, Carmen Payne. Thanks a lot, you guys. Doing great, Bruce. Great to be back supporting you, brother. Thank you very much, Crate 971. As always, thanks for the support over the years, man. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate it very much so. Wayne Boomer's in the house. Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks a lot, Wayne. I appreciate that, bro. I need some supporters. I need some people that appreciate it and enjoy what's being exposed. I'm pretty sure you guys were going to hear about what's on the moon, because there's too many things they want to do. In 2024, they want to go to the moon, supposedly. And from here to 2030, they want to go to Mars. I don't forget. But of course, I guess the dates would change. Did you guys look it up? Russia supposed to 2022, 2023 land a Russian astronaut on Venus. Yes, land a Russian astronaut on Venus. You know, where they say it's raining sulfur and that there's volcanoes, right? Pipe Thirsty, Merry Christmas to you too. Keep that spirit alive. Lots of cultures celebrate things that I don't celebrate, and I have nothing against other cultures. You know, Hanukkah, everything, the Jewish cultures, the Arabs, Chinese people, Asians, Buddhists. The Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate, but still, to each his own way of celebrating. But when somebody says that they want to take away Christmas, the ideal of it and the word, they want to make Christmas a bad thing. I think it's really uncool. Some of us only function on that one unique day or those 3 bloody days a year that you get off of work and you can just have a couple of drinks with family members at home and relax. So Merry Christmas to you too. Peter Hyde, thanks for coming back, my friends. Thanks over the years, guys, for being members. And all of you, if you hear your members, but some of you went all out to do a little bit of the extra. And thanks a lot, Peter Hyde, for the contributions that you all give. And over time now, it's been several years. Some of you have been following me, and I really appreciate it. Really want you to all to know that it's something that, and now, thank you for all of you having helped me reach 90,000 subscribers, which is totally awesome. It's an honor for any YouTube host to be approaching 100,000 subscribers. I hope one day to be able to get there, but I hope it's 100,000 subscribers of people that appreciate the research. And, anybody can buy views, but, it's really, I really don't see the use. Buying views is, YouTube will find out. So Harmon 699's in the house. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks a lot. Hey, Darla. Nice to see you. Oh, was it, Carmen? Moon was rolling away in a maze again tonight. Well, now the moon is in sort of an area that really sort of pisses me off, straight up over the house, like straight up over the house, where I'd have to lie down on the balcony to look at the moon. But I'm still going to do it. But of course, a family member called me just moments before the stream and said, well, Bruce, the moon's out and you're going to do that stream again. You're going to miss the moon. So be it. At least I'll spend time with the community. But it's true. It's not long. Those of you filming the moon, you go outside with a telescope, guys. I know most of you won't believe me. But when you start looking at the sky every night, you notice things about the clouds that you would not freaking believe. Again, just talking with a family member today about the difference in the clouds and the big white clouds going around at night and different layers of clouds. When you analyze it, it really is different. That's for sure. Armstrong also had located some sinking ships. I also heard about that too. And what I'm going to be doing more and more is digging into some of the transcripts and maybe some areas where, people should really see for themselves that the person that supposedly went there himself declared all these things. So it's like, it makes you wonder, really does it makes you wonder if, how they could hide all this. Christopher, I hope, let me know if everything adjusts itself. It should. Yeah, because there's a lot of people here, man. You should be seeing them. William Shuttles, thanks for the comments and everything, brother. Have you named the rabbit yet? That's funny, eh? It's funny. Say, have you named the rabbit? I feel like calling him Toddles or Puddles for some reason. I'm not a Puddles guy, but I don't know. Stupid names for pets. I give very stupid names for pets. He's still having problems bringing me something out of the fridge, but he brings everything out of the fridge. If I ask him to bring me a drink or something out of the fridge, he'll bring it to me. Then he brings the mustard, and then he brings the ketchup, then he brings a whole bunch of things. And he brings it to me like he's happy to bring me the ketchup. So these guys are not smart. People say that they're highly intelligent. They're not. I did not ask him about his genitals. I'm not interested. Really don't want to know. Peter, hey, thanks, man. Thanks a lot, brother, for all the great research. Well, thanks for appreciating the great research, man. I really appreciate it. Had a couple of trolls come out today and take the time to mention that, Bruce, what's up with the moon? You don't film the moon anymore? But then again, when I post always moon videos, they go, oh, the moon again. So you never win no matter what you post. And don't forget, guys, it's been at least a week and a half, 2 weeks here. There's no sky. I got 4 minutes of the sun yesterday. And I know no one's going to believe me, very rarely, few of you, but I was up this morning at a very early time outside waiting for the sun to come up, and I did not get one image of the sun through the whole day. There was a cloud in front of it the whole time, all the way to the time of the sun setting under the horizon. So I was like, oh crap. Thanks again, Peter Hyde. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, Toddles, I could call him Thumper, maybe the rabbit. Thanks again, Julie. Divine Sorcerer, and I see you there. We go the right account. Lol. Hello, Bruce. Yes. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I got some people that are streaming, don't even know that they're on their channel sometimes. You get a good laugh out of that. Penny. I haven't sung a song for her yet, but it's coming. Thanks again, Zoe, for being Anthony Cowles. Thank you very much. Or Cowles, sorry, no, not Cowles. I was thinking of Simon Cowles. It's not Cowles either. It's Cowell, I guess. I got problems with that. Space pirates. Yep. They exist, eh? When you think of it, well, we are the space pirates, right? But space pirates actually probably do exist. And those ships that we see, or they talked about on the moon being large and menacing, which we're going to go see this transcripts later. I've heard this 10, 15, 20, 30 times on videos, but actually reading the transcripts where you see quote Neil Armstrong, professor, quote, per quote, and you see what he's saying. And, he mentioned it once that there was something up there on the moon. So when people go back and they ask him, did you guys see anything up there? Nope. Probably sworn to secrecy after that one. Janice, hello to you and BSA crew. Thanks a lot. We have a good one tonight. It'll be interesting talking about that information. How's it, Sansi? Nice to see you. Thanks a lot, Sansi. Thanks for being here, my friend. There we go. Christopher's there. Peter Benton. Thanks a lot, my brother, for being here. I'm going to read some of the transcripts, man, of what Neil Armstrong said at the moment he came back. There was this NASA symposium that he had, obviously, sitting in front of people with microphones and stuff, and they must have asked him questions. But for him to have mentioned that like that there, very odd. And the way that the size of the ships that he's talking about are very big, and it would make sense, and it would probably be around the size of the ships that I mentioned, being the light around them like a mile wide. So, and like somebody asked me if I've seen ships 20, 30 miles. Of course not. Like I just saw shadow again. That would scare me a lot seeing that. But in general, a mile to 2 miles wide is wide enough, even though it might be just the light, the atmosphere around the craft that we're seeing. Don't forget, we see lights. We don't really see crafts ever. Like once I got the triangle crafts, like, yay. Those of you who haven't seen it, the dark triangle, I'll have to show that again and bring that up, because anonymous official channels also talking about the TR3B or something, and the projects maybe being revealed. So fingers crossed. Still 10,000 documents and files from JFK after his death, the president, when he was ASS'd. And it's still hidden. Imagine, why would they still hide that after that long? Because he has a lot to do in reference to UFOs. And that's what's inside of, I believe, the 10,000 documents that are being hidden. MB, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you very much, my friends. I appreciate that. Generous contributions, you guys. I love you for it. Thank you so much. Tony Salomon, thank you very much. Thanks again, guys. MB, thanks a lot, you guys. Hey to you, Tony. JJ George in the house. Neil Armstrong recently told a young girl they didn't go to the moon. Yeah. Was it him or I think it was Buzz, if I'm not mistaken, JJ George? But correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, I thought it was Buzz, though. I'm pretty sure it was Buzz. But if not, yes, somebody did. But maybe they both did. But either way, yes, there was a young girl. She was in grade anywhere from 5 to 6, I believe. She asked a question to one of the astronauts. Again, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I thought it was Buzz Aldrin, but that story, I did hear it. And they told the girl that they didn't go because they weren't ready to go, is what I heard. I saw out of his own words, the astronaut. But again, it was buzz when I heard him. But yeah, they talked to that girl, telling her that the reason why they didn't go, that the world wasn't ready, and they weren't ready, and the world wasn't ready for what was up there, most likely. So remains very interesting. Peter, MB, and everybody, thanks again, you guys. Casa Nostra, Merry Christmas from Tom and Nicole. Tom and Nicole, Casa Nostra, you guys, I love you very much, and thanks for the comments over the years now. I don't know if it's been a year or over a year now that you've been here, but you guys always come back, and I appreciate it. Tom and Nicole, thanks a lot, you guys, for following the channel. I love you very much for doing so. Stats and everybody, thanks for everything you do, guys. The channel wouldn't be anything if I didn't have an amazing community, that's for sure. Speaking of amazing community members, how's it going, Barb? Love you, Barb. Hi to you. Another amazing friend here, researcher. You guys got to check out Barb. If I had more time, guys, I would check out all of your channels all the time. But I'm busy on Peter Benton's channel because we do mixes. We do mixes. That's what we do. Doing some troll mixes. We're having a lot of fun. Barb Weiss in the house, another very kind member that comes by. Funny lady. We have a lot of fun. And it's fun to see you guys come back over the years because it has been a while, Barb. It's been a heck of a while that you've been following me. Thank you very much. Victoria, hello to you. Thanks a lot, Victoria. Nice to see you. Still running late on time, eh? Even if I try. OC, keep up the good work. Thanks, you guys. Gate Smasher, how's it going, brother? Thanks for coming by, man. Stevie W, we're going to get right to it. I won't keep you for too long. The last Australians in the house. Australia is totally controlled by subconscious forces. Yeah, and that's a bit scary. And I have a lot of friends in Australia. I love you guys so much. And I hope that you guys get through the crap of everything that's going on, because I'm hearing a lot of bad stuff. A lot of bad stuff. And of course, following what's going on with China and everything, how the economies are being affected. There's a lot of the countries all over the world are actually being affected by a lot of things. But yeah, Australia definitely in the news, and I'm definitely watching. Thanks for welcoming everyone. Darla, how's it going? Aldora Dorota, thanks for coming back. Hello to you. Yes, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. Yeah, Elon Musk. Well, there's another one, eh? Elon Musk has his boring company, which is not boring, but he bores holes in mountains, and I can only imagine what he's doing on Mars. And yes, Elon Musk wants to colonize Mars. Have you guys seen Elon Musk has a lot of commercials coming up, a lot of stock market commercials and stuff. This guy that, look him up if you don't know him really well. Don't forget he started PayPal too, even though, well, that was after sort of Aaron Swartz. But anyways, there was a little thing there. And trying to colonize Mars, CEO of Tesla, Neuralink now, and everything that he's doing, sticking chips into pigs' heads. How do you get that opportunity in life? Like, is it just because you're good in science that all of a sudden, well, I asked the government, I'm going to independently start putting chips in pigs' heads? I mean, he has access to space and even science, and even, anyways, you wonder who these people are, even though we know who they are. I know you like Bruce, look it up. Everyone knows who he is. Well, in reality, we don't really know who they are, eh? Look what happened with the Queen. Now there's no more Queen. Now it's King Charles. How come they're talking about that? Why the switch so fast? And the husband died conveniently, 99 years old, a couple of weeks ahead of that, or months. You got to wonder what the heck's going on. Hey, Robert Nix, how's it going? Thanks a lot. Thanks for appreciating the work, you guys. You guys get me pumped and hyped. Like when you guys come here and say, hey, Bruce, awesome work. Well, I get hyped. I appreciate it, and I want to do more. Hey, Stevie W, thanks a lot, man. I love you for it. Thanks for the energy, you guys. I'm a very, very emotional guy, even though the trolls don't think so. Well, they know it, actually. They try to get me on the emotions. But seriously, it's something that I've never been so honored by having this many people on the channel. Like, you hear me say all the time, there should be millions of people here. Yes. But still, aside from there being not millions of people, we have this small knit family of 1,000 or 1,200 people that come here. and 300 really close family members. And I think it's awesome, of the support that you all give. And I really appreciate it. That's why I want to keep bringing more good stuff, more videos. I'm doing it full time. I'm outside every night. There's a lot of research on the moon that I have that we have to go back. So many lights and UFOs that I posted that gets 1,000 or 2,000 views, and we often don't go back over it. So that's why I'm continually showing new stuff all the time, but um, always going back over all my research over the years. So there's no danger of you having missed anything. Well, actually, yes, there's a lot. As Darla, if there's anything you guys missed, there's at least here, I would say there are 700 legitimate videos that are breathtaking here out of the 2,000. 700 of them. I'm sure there's more, but at least 700. Hey, Michael, thanks a lot, bro. Thanks for coming back, man. Hi there, all. I thought I missed the show when I saw your earlier show today. Happy but sleepy Mike here. Well, thanks, man. And I'm not going to waste too much time for you guys. Hey, bro, I love you for the amazing support. Thanks a lot, you guys. We have an amazing thing that I'm going to read. Merry Christmas to you too, Barb. Love ya. It'll be interesting. What? Thanks again, Michael. It will be interesting what we will be told to what is going on the other side of the moon. Yes, on the dark side. And that's something that you're absolutely right. Because right now they're talking about, thanks again, guys. They're talking about the dark side, and they're talking about waiting to get 260 feet away. Is it meters? No, it isn't meters. It's actually feet, because that would be really far. So 260 feet, a couple of semi trucks away from this object. They're going to take 2 or 3 months to get there. I think the 2 or 3 months, I'm not going to hide it. I think they have to wait till 2022. Well, what if in January 2022 a new revelation comes out about everything, about the UFOs, about the Bible, about that's another revelation. We might, have not just one revelation. We might have a lot of revelations with what comes out, and I think that maybe that's why they're holding things back. They're going to have to bring out what happened with JFK. And 10 days before JFK was assassinated, he asked for some very important documents relating to UFOs. So we're going to look at that a little bit later too, without too much mention of that, because everyone that talks about it is like, psh. So I'm not going to even take a chance. I think I did enough talking about the moon. Did enough talking about the moon for them to want to blow my bloody head off for sure. Mike Mossberger, hello, good evening, Bruce, brother. Merry Christmas to you too, Mike. Thanks a lot, man. Love you for it. Luz, how's it going? Hello to you. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Carly's in the house. Questions, please enter now. If you have any, Bruce, we'll get to them if you do. Later, talking like Star Trek, later he gets very busy, loves. Yes, and very politely said stats. What she really means is enter your questions right effing now, because there's a fat chance that Bruce sees your questions if you wait 5 minutes longer. Unfortunately, because there's a lot of comments I try to get to, but I can't get to all the comments. Unfortunately, Tony says, Bruce, while watching for satellites occasionally, let's get the light up here. See half-second light as bright as the brightest star, then gone. What is it? Okay, the flashes of lights there, that, Tony, I see them all the effing time. And exactly the way you said it, while watching the satellites, occasionally see a half-second light as bright as the brightest star. Yes, and it flashes it. Is it something it's beaming out? Is it something that it's doing to the atmosphere? Or is it another object in the atmosphere, like another satellite or something that's sending a laser back? Would we actually see the lasers? No, of course not. The laser's not actually red lights. They're sending information there. They're sending waves, frequencies, wavelengths of information to the satellites that are being sent back down and transformed into digital information. They have to be sent back down to Earth, actually, and then sent back up to the satellite, then back down to Earth to get the proper readings. But I tend to think that those satellites have something to do with the atmosphere also. But I do see those flashing like stars, literally. It's as bright as a star. And don't forget, I got an explosion beside Pleiades, and Pleiades, deep in Pleiades, and um, and don't say that it's not true. I showed it 4 or 5 times where that explosion actually lit up the whole sky, but only a small part. Those of you who have been following me for a while, do you remember that video where there was an explosion seen with my infrared camera, but only about this size of the screen made the explosion, which was in deep space, which was huge, but still extremely far away. So imagine, if there's parallel universes beside the universe that we have here, the possibilities if aliens are actually crossing through all those dimensions and stuff. We are like primitive here. It's like we're sitting ducks, right? We're stuck on a planet, and they're whipping around everywhere, doing a whole bunch of things. Generational zombies thinking they are conscious, but in reality, hypnotized from birth. Yeah, you said it. Absolutely. That is awesome. And I know your work will be seen more. Thank you so much, Barb. I think so. Hey, Kristen Line. Thank you. Kristen Lynn, the Kristen Line. Yeah, man. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, it's coming. Truth is definitely coming. Feeling the burn. So very grateful for the distraction. How are you? I hope you're feeling a lot better, Julie. Just got notified, but I'm here. KM, thank you very much, you guys. Peter Hyde, thanks again, man. It's ship up there in the sky. Yes, well, that's what we're going to go talk about. Something interesting, actually. Our cell phones cannot possibly be seeing the real moon that telescopes see. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, you know, there's that atmosphere on the moon, right? No matter how high or low the atmosphere is, when you zoom up on the moon, you get this haze and movement. So there's everything to take into consideration: the atmosphere and space that's between Earth and the moon. But Earth and the moon are also in movement, both of us, right? And that causes us, so they say, the libration to see things lying down on the moon. It's screwed up. When you look at the moon, the Terminator line shows us elevated things. So the Terminator line, it's like it breaks away that veil that's hiding everything. And along the Terminator line, you see things elevated. And all we see are these white patches and movement. So the oscillation, what people don't understand, the moon oscillates like crazy, guys. It doesn't oscillate like that on Mars. I've been close to Mars. It doesn't oscillate like the moon. And the moon is oscillating so bloody much. Duh, there's an atmosphere. And not just that, if there's movement on the surface, if there's lights moving, and Elmer Fudd, if there's lights moving and light refraction, chromatic aberration, fringing light coming back from the surface, it's near impossible to see. But once you get under that, it's like in the Star Wars movies, right? Star Wars movies, they're flying close to the planet. You just see white. You're in the blinding light. And then all of a sudden, you go through, and then you get all the light goes away, and you see inside of the veil, the dome. The moon's probably like that too. I heard that old Buzz said the ships they saw were huge. Yep. Lots of them said it. Now, in the transcripts, we're going to go see exactly what some people are saying. Pedro Silva, how's it going? Hi, Bruce. Do you think all the UAP would be us from the future? Hey, Pedro, thanks, man. Nice picture, by the way. I love that theory. Hey, guys, thanks for the generous contributions, eh? Michael, MD, everyone. Peter, hey, guys, thanks a lot. I think it's a theory that I can appreciate. Really can appreciate that. I also have a theory, Pedro, just a theory, but I think of these things sometimes. Imagine if that's us, our family members that died, that passed on. Like once you die and you leave as a light, you go to this area where you literally are an entity and you have another shape and form and you appeared in this planet. You work there, Could be a whole lot of things going on. There's nothing wrong with having a real big imagination. I definitely have a good one. First time, but I love a page, but I do watch it. Thanks for supporting the live, Peter Hyde. Thank you, Darla. Rebecca Estes, thanks for coming back. How's it going? Late again, but I'm here. Tried, but been taking care of my mom. Oh, I hope she's okay, Rebecca. Sending love and energy, sending lots of healing energy for her, and I hope she's okay. Give her a kiss for me. Thanks for checking in, Rebecca. Thanks a lot for following, and thanks for the awesome comments. Scary movie was probably right about the aliens. Um, Pointer figure, yeah, being their ding dongs. Well, I tell you, man, imagine what we could do not having to use our hips. Oof, that'd be like, hey, what you doing tonight? What you doing tonight? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, sorry, I had this silly image of. There's a book about that a long time ago, very long time ago, where their noses were their, you know what's, their dongs, and they used to drink by, I don't know, not like Mork and Mindy drinking by his finger, but you know what I mean, something like that. Somehow, that Gina H lady was in my algorithm today. I can't say anything from laughing. However, someone was advertising you on her video. Oh, that's good. Thank you, thank you. And I don't know if that's the dancing Gina that you were talking about that says, "Guys, how y'all doing? Let's," and a nice accent, but it just is funny what she was saying. She's saying, "Well, just so happens there's orbs here, so since there's orbs in my room with me today, let's dance with them." So she starts dancing and going like this with her arms and stuff like that. And you start seeing the dust bunnies going up and going around, spiraling. I believe in orbs. I do believe in orbs. That's why people might have a hard time understanding. Well, how come you believe in orbs? Well, how come you don't believe when other people show the orbs? I believe that orbs in general are dirty houses and dust, right? Or, and I say dirty houses, dust from the sun, guys. Okay. It shows up. It'll show up depending on where the sun is. If it's directly at the camera, for example, you see orbs. If you start seeing there's the orbs. There you go. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. I'm trying to catch it. Oh my God, it's wrong. Anyways, there's a lot of dust orbs, and a real orb, well, would probably you look like you're looking at a UFO. You look at the orb to change sizes to stop completely in the air, which no dust can do. It's like a UFO that can stop in the middle of the wind. Well, little dust bunnies, they can't usually do that, but a real orb or entity often takes on a little different shape or form, like we had seen in Bruce's live stream. Of course, it was definitely not dust. It could have been dust, right? That's always the option that can be. It is, my friends. It absolutely is. Tom and Nicole, I was looking for the first way. Is Tom? Yes. I hope it's Tom. But it is like a family channel, and that's the way I wanted it portrayed. So I think it's cool. Thank you very much for being here. Hi, brother Jason. Very true about the time one spends observing the sky. Really, coming from a night fisherman. Yeah, you said it. You see more than me. Literally, you're out there. It's the things that people see, and it's like it's like a free show, eh? Because you don't have any cameras. You're fishing. You're busy. The lights know it. They'll go right by you, and people see a lot of crazy stuff. I wasn't here today. I'm hoping to get it tonight, though. Show Bruce some love. Smash that thumbs up. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm starting to think all this UFO BS is to keep us from looking at the moon. Misdirection. Yeah, Mike, that's not crazy. That makes a lot of sense. I would definitely think so. Static electricity in my hat, guys. Do you guys get that? With the microphones, I get static all over my face when I'm doing the live stream, and it drives me nuts. I'm electrifying. You said it. Misdirection. So absolutely could be anything to misdirect us, and very easily, because we're actually very vulnerable as a UFO community, and we want to hear some truth come out, and I'm not going to hide it. Me myself, I jump on the occasion. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I already got the confirmation in my head that China found a structure on the moon and what's going to happen there. I'm already thinking of that there. And if it does come out, it would be a beautiful thing. Maybe China would do that to put down the States, or do it on purposely, or to expose something that they have up there. Hello, all from West Coast Canada, Vancouver Island. Thank you very much, Crypto Ed. Welcome, guys. Thanks a lot. 8:17. So, yeah, it's impossible to be able to. Oh, yeah, really? Kermit? Can someone tell me if I use video player with my phone, I can make a video with pictures? Will it upload to YT? Thanks. If somebody can answer, Carmen, that I have no idea. I have no cell phones. But yeah, they'll answer you. Someone will answer you that right away there. My dear friend. Kingston, Ontario in the house. I watched the sunrise. Well, I watched the clouds roll in just before the sunrise. Yes, same here, Lori Jean. And thank you very much. Kingston, Ontario. My family is all around Kingston, Toronto, all the way down a bit further. And thanks for coming in to check out the channel. I suppose you guys don't have any snow either, like us here right now. No snow here yet. Thanks a lot. Nice to see you. Are you serious? Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sprad Paranormal. I was talking about Sprad Paranormal because the guy is a cool guy and he's a paranormal researcher that was here talking to me and he was really cool. So it's you. Yeah. He's a cool guy. So you are a cool guy. Thanks, man. And again, thanks to Fine Sorcerer for being a member, my friend. I really appreciate that, you guys. Whatever happened with the Chinese moon hut? We are waiting 260 feet away. They have 3 months. That's 3 lunar days. It's a day on the moon. They say it lasts about a month, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to be approaching the rover. So when the temperature plunges down and changes or gets really hot, they're probably going to hide. Somebody said, "What's going to happen to the rover when the sun comes out and chars the surface of the moon?" Why? I said it's going to go hide in a hut. It's going to be able to go hide in a hut or get some shade in a hut. So we're waiting for what China is going to let us know. I'm very excited about what they're going to say. I can only imagine. Seen the moon rise at noon, and I thought I better start hitting the tequila. Yeah, yeah. Lots of people are going to start hitting the tequila. Lots of people are going to be at home, off of work because of storms. It might be a good thing for us, you guys, you know? Yeah, you said, Barb. That's right. When I sing a song, I'll give my 2 cents worth. Thanks, Barb. Trying to hide the huge planets sits in the background. That's another thing. That is another thing. I do believe it. Me too, Robert. I believe in our solar system. Like a lot of people, no matter what you want to call it, some people are talking about Nibiru. I do believe there are large objects in the solar system. Scientists tell us, and so does NASA, talking about the NEO objects, near Earth objects, and hey, objects in lower Earth orbit also. Last year, 2020, was it 2019 or 2020? Now it's going by so fast. There were 3 objects in a lower Earth orbit. That's even closer to us. It's very close to us, and they're stationary. They're not moving. They're so it's like they're in stationary orbit or geosynchronous orbit. They're turning with Earth. So isn't that what the moon's doing? No, maybe it's just another asteroid. Crimson Drums. Hello to you, Humpty. We're gonna go see the report. I want to. Well, I'm not going to see it. I'm going to read it to you. Actually, you guys won't be annoyed by not being able to see what's online on the screen. Name the rabbit Moonshine. It's bright tonight. Watching from Arizona. Thank you very much, Humpty. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's a good one. Moonshine. So at least I can do things on being fixed income, a frugal way to show my love. Sharon Taylor. So at least I can do on a fixed income. Did I just miss something? I hope not. If anybody contributes to, and I did not thank you, please do let me know. It's not that I didn't receive it, but I do want to know. Thank you so much, Sharon Taylor. I love you for it. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. MB, thanks a lot, brother. Too much information. It's been a while. Miss you guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming back, my friends. Edgar Mitchell said, says Mike Rotanda. Thanks, Mike. Edgar Mitchell said they encountered some paranormal activity on the moon. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's exciting. It's probably think of it. We're expecting there to be aliens standing up, walking around there. It was maybe some type of paranormal activity, and not necessarily something um, physical. You know, electron get shocks on this bloody Anthony. Thanks so much, man. Anthony S. Benedetto. Thank you. Name change coming. Papa Tone. Yes, you would mention that, and it's going to be well. Thanks, man. And I will recognize you. Remind me that too when you come back. Say, hey, it's me. But then again, you won't want to mention the name, but I'll remember ASB. Thanks a lot, Anthony. And thanks for the comments too, bro. Appreciate that, man. Love you for it. Thanks again, Barb, for stopping by. There's Claire's in the house. Vark Doc Tech. Let me see. Oh, it's already done. Awesome. But they up there just cloaked. Yep, that's what I believe. That's absolutely what I believe, man. They're up there just cloaked. Tony, thanks a lot for being here. Hi, Bruce. Hi, all. Hope you are all well. We are. Thanks a lot, man. Stopping by, you guys. Scott, thanks for being here. Yeah, Sharon Taylor. Damn right. Already blocked. And anyways, there's no advertising here, so. Hey, have you heard of Mr. MBB? Yes, we've all heard of Mr. MBB. It lasted many years. A lot of people came here and asked me for 6 years if I knew Mr. MBB. Yes, I know him very well. Very nice guy. Told him Merry Christmas 2 years in a row or 1 year in a row. And he told me Merry Christmas back. That's all it takes for me to say he's a good guy, which he is, by the way. He's got a good channel. If you guys don't know him, hey, if you guys don't know Mr. MBB, check him out. He's my go-to weatherman, and people bring him some amazing pictures that he shares. And in the past, some people said that we had the same voice. So go and see if we have the same voice. So it was Buzz, eh? So yeah, but so exactly. So like you said, it wasn't Neil, but it was Buzz. So yeah, and I saw Buzz too at that time, and he was sitting down talking to a girl. She went up on a former stage to talk to him and ask him a question, and he was sitting down old enough, and he said the reason why we did not go. I heard it. I heard it. Love you, Julie. Thanks, eh? Justin Branch is in the house. Hey, you made a stream, brother? You joined the stream? Keep it up, man. Stop by and say hi one time. High reality. Hey, thanks, high reality. I don't know when I'm doing the album, but I tell you, I'm having a hell of a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys know it, outside of Canada, in Quebec, like in England, in Liverpool and everything, where all the big ones come out, amazing groups that we all know and love today that are classics come out from the UK. But in Quebec and Montreal, the blues in the nightclubs and stuff like that, there are incredible talent here in Montreal that play in the bars and the blues. I'm not a guy that hangs out in any bars, unfortunately, but they're amazing. Blues festivals also, and it's something I always wanted to do. At the blues festival, sometimes you can go on and just play one song, and I wanted to do it. We were supposed to do it with my band at one point, but they were all busy. I had kids. Me too. We were all working and stuff like that. But it's something I miss doing a lot is playing music, and it's something I had always thought that I was going to make an album at one point with a band, and that we would have come out with at least 10 songs and some cool songs. It's not too late, I guess, with the age. I am getting up there though. Claire Norman's about deleted. Thanks, Darla. I noticed, and I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, you guys. Seen that tool? It was Buzz's moment of possibly accidental truth. Yep, that's right. It was you said it. Accidental truth. Like it's something that came out that he had in his heart that he probably spoke too fast to the kid. You dude, did you know Neil spells alien backwards? Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's funny. And on top of it, P Mac Daddy or Mac Daddy or Pac Daddy. Um, Bruce has problems with names. You said, did you know Neil A? It's funny you say Neil A because you must know that that's what the name is in the space books. Neil A, not Armstrong. So it's a capital A and a small L I E, and it finishes a capital N. So alien. Yeah, absolutely. There was something about it. And don't a lot of people don't know. Hey, I am Kai. Thanks for coming back. A lot of people don't know that he had this guy was a builder. I mean, he was an engineer, right? Supposedly, Neil Armstrong. They went up there to check something. Most likely, I believe they were up there to detect the infrastructure and detect everything that was built and the way it was built. And they wanted them to be able to detect if it was human made or if it was alien made, most likely. We should put up a billboard on a major highway. Yeah, exactly. That it's funny you say that though, eh? Oh, actually, is it possible? I think you can rent today. Don't tell me that. uh, Stated there were 4 members who died in Apollo 1. The security services stopped NASA people from the craft for half an hour. It gets crazy interesting, eh? Incredible. Yeah. Let me scroll all the way down here. Smoke this. Hello, Sharon Taylor, Tony Solomon, Harley Ann. Hello, True Cyborg, and Prince. Yes, Ken Lee's here. I did not see. Hello, Ken Lee. If you're here, big-headed Martian in the house. Hello to you. Thank you very much. There's Ken Lee. You know what, Ken Lee? I tell you what, I miss him too. I do. I really do. Like I think of him once in a while. Robin Williams is one of the ones that I really appreciated. There's lots of them actually. John Candy, Chris Farr. There's a bunch of people that I think of a lot that passed away that were popular ones. Always in rare form. So I have my friend from Australia that's staying up waiting for me. He said, "You Bruce promised on top of it." Oh, that's right. It's Darla's. Is it Darla's birthday? Really? Hey, happy birthday. Hey, Dana Shriver's in the house. Hello to you. Darren Woolley. Thanks, Dana Shriver. Hey, thanks, guys. I'm mixed up. If you talk about my anniversary, because the channel is supposedly 10 years old, it's the channel's birthday, and I got that balloon from YouTube 10 years down the road gave me an effing balloon. I felt like telling them, why don't you stop the hackers rolling back my channel, guys? What do you think I write when they ask me, was YouTube Studio helpful today? I'm not too happy with YouTube team at all, actually. Thank you, the stats. Sorry if I'm missing things, guys. Thanks a lot for taking care of me, my family. So that is the address, guys. If you want to send me cards, want to send me private secret images that are not supposed to be shown to the government in any way, hoping that Bruce will show it, and I will. I've always said that to people. John Candy was my favorite, Damon says. Really was, man. I love that guy to pieces. He was hilarious. Hilarious, the guy. Why did Neil conduct religious ceremony and leave offerings on the moon? Yeah, that's true. I heard that. Could it be one of 25,000 people, a million people that on the moon? Yes, it could be. Yeah, well, that's what they say, eh? Yeah, 2 million. There you go. I was looking too many zeros there for me. Sorry. But yeah, 2 million. And even John Lear at one point saw my research, which he has my images of sinus iridium on his wall. And he said, because of the research that I showed the structural objects, he had declared that there's maybe 2 billion people on the moon. So, yeah. There's definitely somebody up there on the moon. Definitely, definitely. Hey, happy birthday, Darla. I never remember people's birthdays. Since the time that you've been here, I should. Tony, Bruce, yeah, one of the most loved mods. Just look at this chat stream. Definitely, guys. You you guys are all loving. Thanks a lot, you guys. Yep. So I'm gonna go see that for you guys right now. Let's do this. I'm gonna read what they. This is pretty interesting, guys. Really exciting, actually. NASA secret files, and yeah. In the beginning of this, I won't get into what's there, but it talks about from sex to alien encounters in space. So let's jump over the sex part. I'll read that later. Secret files. Let me scroll down here. The contents, how ISS was almost doomed. Doom, 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 doom. And wine is part of the strictly limited allowance of personal items. NASA refused to publicize Aldrin's of communion. Yeah, there's something. Here's about the religion part. Aldrin, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Aldrin included the chalice, bread, and wine as part of his strictly limited allowance of personal items. NASA refused to publicize Aldrin's taking of communion because it was already involved in fighting a lawsuit about religion. The crew of Apollo 8 had broadcast a reading from Genesis as they orbited the moon, campaigning. Oops, not going to read that. Oof. I need a sip of coffee for that one. Okay, let's talk about just this part. According to NASA astronaut Neil Armstrong, the aliens have a base on the moon and told us in no uncertain terms to get off and stay off the moon. According to unconfirmed reports, both Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin saw UFOs shortly after that historic landing on the moon in Apollo 11 and 21st of July 1969. I remember hearing one of the astronauts refer to a light, and I'll get to in what he says with the quotes and everything. But first, we're going to read this part because it was interesting. After that historic landing on the moon in 1969, I remember hearing one of the astronauts refer to a light in or on a crater during the television transmission, followed by a request by mission control for further information. I remember that part. Nothing, well, in the transcripts, not when it happened. Nothing more was heard. Hang in there, darling, with the trolls, you guys. Julie, mods. According to a former NASA employee, Otto Binder, unnamed radio hams with their own VHS receiving facilities that bypassed NASA's broadcasting outlets picked up the following exchange. NASA is okay, so NASA and his mission control. So NASA says, what's there? Mission control calling Apollo 11. Apollo 11. These babies are huge, sir, enormous. Oh my God, he says in capital letters. You wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you, there are other spacecraft out there lined up on the far side of the crater's edge. They're on the moon watching us. Professor, who wished to remain anonymous, was engaged in a discussion with Neil Armstrong during a NASA symposium. The professor, what really happened out there with Apollo 11? Neil Armstrong, it was incredible. Of course, we had always known there was a possibility. The fact is, we were warned off by the aliens in brackets. Like they specify that he said by the aliens. We were warned off by the aliens, he said. There was never any question then of a space station or a moon city. Professor says, what do you mean warned off? Armstrong says, I can't go into details except to say that their ships were far superior to ours, both in size and technology. Boy, were they big and menacing. No, there's no question of a space station. Professor says, but NASA has other missions after Apollo 11. Armstrong naturally, Armstrong says, naturally, NASA was committed at that time and couldn't risk panic on Earth, but it really was a quick scoop and back again. According to a Dr. Vladimir Azaza, literally, Dr. Vladimir Azaza, Neil Armstrong relayed the message to Mission Control that two large, mysterious objects were watching them after having landed near the moon module. So they just confirmed that they landed on the moon while they were there. Okay, so whether they were really landed, these astronauts, or in the atmosphere, they still supposedly saw those lights. So the mission to Apollo 11. Armstrong naturally committed at that time and couldn't risk panic on Earth, but it really was a quick scoop and back. According to Dr. Vladimir Azaza, Neil Armstrong relayed the message to Control about the two large mysterious objects were watching him near the moon module. But this message was never heard by the public because NASA censored it out. According to Dr. Alexander Kasentsev, Buzz Aldrin took color movie film of the UFOs from inside the module and continued filming them. So, whether they're in the air or not, they film them, they say, filming them after he and Armstrong went outside. Armstrong confirmed that the story was true, but refused to go into further detail beyond admitting that the CIA was behind the cover up. Now, repeat that. The story was true, but but refused to go into further detail beyond admitting that the CIA was behind the cover up. 1979, we know Maurice Chatelain, former chief of NASA back in 79, communication systems confirmed that Armstrong had indeed reported seeing two UFOs. So, for those who want more proof that Armstrong said it, I'm telling you right now, do your own research. Apparently, Maurice Chatelain, the former chief of NASA, communications systems confirmed that Armstrong had indeed reported seeing two UFOs on the rim of a crater. Chatelain, the former NASA's, believes that some UFOs may come from our own solar system. Specifically, where? Where do you think? Where do you think before I say it? So they say Chatelain believes that some UFOs may come from our own solar system, specifically Titan. It's funny because now they're talking about Titans where the water is and everything, the atmosphere, you know. So that's pretty interesting. The encounter was common knowledge in NASA, but nobody has talked about it until now. Why now? Who cares? I'm happy it's coming out. All Apollo and Gemini flights were followed both at a distance and sometimes also quite closely by space vehicles of extraterrestrial origin, literally flying saucers or UFOs, if you want to call them that by name, because the flying saucer story was a story that the craft was jumping like a saucer off the water, like it was on water, but it wasn't. So the first term flying saucer stuck, and they made movies about flying saucer shaped discs. And in reality, even though there are some that exist, a flying saucer, the word came from that object that was dome shaped, that was like floating on water, had nothing to do. The first ship that they call a flying saucer was not saucer shaped. It was saucer flown. They said that's what they said. So you're like, what the hell, you know? So no one talked about it until now. So the flights, Apollo and Gemini flights, were followed both at a distance and sometimes also quite closely by space vehicles of extraterrestrial origin. Think of it, flying saucers or UFOs, if you want to call them that by name. Every time it occurred, the astronauts informed mission control when who then ordered absolute silence. I think the Walter Schirra aboard Mercury 8 was the first of the astronauts to use the code name Santa Claus. And there's a lot of speculation about that because, again, they said that they declared having seen Santa Claus on the moon, and it just so happens it was during Christmas, I think. I won't jump ahead too much. I'll see if they say that to indicate presence of flying saucers next to space capsules. However, his announcements were barely noticed by the general public. It was a little different when James Lavelle, on board the Apollo 8 command module, came out from behind the moon and said for everybody to hear, please be informed, in capital letters. He said it loud, in a loud voice. There's mention of him saying a loud voice, please be informed that there is a Santa Claus. Even though this happened on Christmas Day, 1968. Okay. So we'll let that one go by. Many people sense the hidden message in those words. The rumors persist. NASA may well be a civilian agency, okay, but many of its programs are funded by the defense budget. That's right. And look at it any way you want. The money when Trump was here, the bill, the money that people got, the billions of dollars, there's millions of dollars in that went to for UFOs there. And it's like that every time money is being asked for. So you know what? All that money that they asked for in the United States, all that inflation that occurred, I believe was because something is going on seriously that they have to do something related in reference to UFOs. So again, we still don't know if it's a foreign or adversarial government. If it's China or Russia doing this, guys, can you imagine the implications? It's the end. Um, uh, we'd have to replicate real quickly the power, and not just replicate it. We'd have to find out how to stop those UFOs, how to detect them, how to shoot them down or whatnot. And they're talking about capturing UFOs. So I don't know about you guys. Very odd. So the rumors, blah, 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 but many of its programs are funded by the defense budget, and most of the astronauts are subject to military security regulations. So a lot of people say, well, how come they don't speak out? They can't speak out. They're told before going out there, you're in no man's land. You're out in space, and you're going to see things that you can't mention that is going to affect national security, and you're going to have to remain hush about it. But don't worry, we give you like an extra $200 an hour for that. Whatever, you get the point. Apart from the fact that the National, this is interesting, Security Agency screens all films and probably radio communications as well. We have the statements by Otto Binder, Dr. Gary Henderson, and Maurice Chatelain, former chief of NASA, that the astronauts were under strict orders. So we're talking about Neil while he was there too, not to discuss their sightings. And astronaut Gordon Cooper has testified to a United Nations committee that one of the astronauts actually witnessed a UFO. He testified before a jury with his hand up on the Bible. It's important to mention. A UFO, witnessed a UFO on the ground. Okay, on the ground, on the surface, not in the air. Even worse, Gordon Cooper, the astronaut who flew both the Mercury 9 and the Gemini 5 way back, claims to have seen an entire UFO fleet. It's right there, guys. Fleet of UFOs around the time he flew for the Air Force. Unknown to him, 10 years later, he would chance upon a similar scene reportedly in 1963. One such object flew towards him. It was picked up on the radar, to which answers any questions about proof of its existence. If there is no secrecy, why was this sighting not made public? So you have to wonder why they would not make that public, right? I'm gonna cough. Sorry, guys. Too much talking. I want to get through this JFK part. Let me get some water. Just a real quick 2 minutes on the JFK part, and here we go. Sorry, guys. You know me, just being professional again. The coffee gets cold. You see that it's the DW satellites trying to beam on me or something. That's what they're doing. Chapter 10, JFK assassination. Okay, let's jump into it. And UFOs. I'm not going to get it. Eh? There we go. I got it. Imagine if I died during the stream. So check it out. JFK, right? So he died 1963 assassination. Was President John F. Kennedy's 1963 assassination in Dallas somehow related to UFOs? The suggestion seemed nutty even to the conspiracy theorists until the recent discovery of previously secret CIA documents that show JFK 10 days before his death wrote to, I'm going to die before this, wrote to the head of the CIA demands this. I got to repeat this. Until the recent discovery of previously secret CIA documents that show JFK 10 days before his death wrote to the head of the CIA demanding to be shown highly confidential documents about UFOs. So think of it, guys. This happened 10 days before his death, and this is a declassified document that was declassified not that long ago. The president's interest in UFOs shortly before his death is likely to fuel conspiracy theories about his assassination. According to AOL News, alien researchers, say that lately. How could alien researchers? Anyway, alien researchers, I guess they know them, must be a term, say the latest documents released to Mr. Lester. What do you mean, alien researchers? I don't get that. Mr. Lester by the CIA add weight to the suggestion that the president could have been, his life could have been taken to stop the. This is a very touchy subject. Could have been shot to stop him discovering the truth about UFOs. Conspiracy theorists said the document adds interest to a disputed file nicknamed the Burned Memo because they burnt some documents. You know what his name was? It used to be Lancer. That was his code name. It'll say that somewhere a bit further down in here. Which a UFO investigator claims he received in the 1990s. So conspiracy theorists said the document adds interest to a disputed file nicknamed the Burned Memo, with a UFO investigator claims it received in the 1990s. The document, which has scorching marks on it, so it's burnt, is claimed to have been mailed to UFO hunter Timothy Cooper. And mail me the letters, you guys. You mail me the letters, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll take the chance to expose them. Timothy Cooper in 1999 by unknown CIA leak, but has never been verified. So send me images of the moon. You guys have proof of the moon and you want it leaked? Bring it on. In a note sent, we're almost done here, guys, with the document, the apparent leaker, no. In a note, the apparent leaker said worked for the CIA between 1960 and 1974 and pulled the memo from a fire when the agency was burning some of its most sensitive files. The undated memo contains a reference to Lancer. There it is. There's that name, which was JFK's secret service code name. So, okay. On the first page, the director of Central Intelligence wrote, as you must know, Lancer has made some inquiries regarding our activities, which we cannot allow. So you see who has the power right there? President sticks his nose in something, and the CIA turns around and says this is not going to happen. They're the ones running the show. Please submit your views no later than October. Your action to this matter is critical to the continuance of this group. So obviously, MJ12, right? The current owner of the burned memo, who bought it from Timothy Cooper in 2001, told AOL News that it shows that when JFK asked questions about UFOs, that the CIA bumped him off. So that was hidden. UFO investigator Robert Wood said he has tested the paper. It was printed on the ink age, watermarks, font types, and other markings. He said, I hired a forensic company to check the age of the ink and check several other things that you can date using the same techniques you'd use in a court of law. The results of the tests seem to suggest that the memo would be authentic. So then, as you scroll down this a bit, another file here. We won't get into all of them, but JFK MJ12. So there's top secret eyes only, the White House, Washington. There's a file here. As per our recent conversation on this matter, hereby authorized to proceed with all due speed and caution. It's an old letter. Upon your undertaking hereafter. Okay, hereafter, this matter shall be referred to only as Operation Majestic 12. So there's a top secret document in paper from the White House, Washington, that proves that Majestic 12 was a real operation. Imagine. So that's something interesting too. More files from Majestic 12 here. And of course, the images are not available because they took the images off. So yeah, that was some information about what Neil Armstrong and a couple of people said. Is everyone still here? They also claimed to have taped over then lost. Yep, the supposed moon landing. It was that they said it was actually erased by them coming in back into the atmosphere too, or like you said, yes, moon landing footage, and also said we now don't have the technology to return to the moon. Yeah, exactly right. Rovers. Yeah, Hollywood set, a green screen, fake news. Yep, that's how it is. How's it going, everyone? Backyard Boogie is home. Kai, we call that brown frown. Yeah, thanks a lot, Darla. Yeah, like those a lot of production companies around here in Quebec and stuff. And like I said, we never had the chance really to sit down and have lunch together, but a common face way back that I had seen way back when I was really young. Oh yeah, at the house. I mean, yeah, I thought you meant at work, but yeah, for sure. What are we having, Darla? Christopher Rollins. Hey, Bruce. Assassins, Teapot. Thank you. Welcome, guys. Thanks for taking the time to come back. They're going to be talking about the moon, guys. They're going to be exposing the moon. Everything's going to come out about the moon. There's too much going on. 2024, they have to go to the moon. 2022, Elon Musk is going to drop off in Mare Crisium some cargo. For who, I don't know, but they drop it off there. The internet is being installed on the moon. Excuse me, hiccups again. On the moon, internet's going to be installed. So there's going to be a satellite that's going to connect communications for the moon and Earth. And they said, well, we have to do that because we're going to be there in 2024. We're going to have to be using Google, right? So that's probably why they crashed Beresheet with information of Wikipedia. They took all of Wikipedia and put it on the metal disc, and they went and dropped that on the moon and crashed it down on the moon for some silly reason, along with some tardigrades. So lots of weird stuff going on. Lisa, how's it going? Going to a public estate auction tomorrow to bid on a 20-inch. Wow. Awesome for you, my friend. Check it out, guys. 20-inch Dob reflector. Yes. Light bridge scope. Uh, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Do so, my friend. And if you do, and even have pictures, that's, well, it's not always recommended. Sometimes we don't want to show people what we have, but if ever you do, absolutely, and you want to share it, let me know. I'll stick them in the next video or something. Always interesting seeing big telescopes. And yep, next investment, it'll be 20 plus. 20 plus is where I'm going. 20 plus before 30. I looked at the 30 and then it's starting already. If I want a 30, 40, 50, well, then I'm going into 100,000 and stuff. So imagine, damn expensive. So yes, they lie. All right. Lots of lies. Apollo, Apollo detectivers. Okay, yes, detectivers. Okay, YouTube channel is a must for those that still believe that man went to the moon. Well, they didn't, but no problem. Sure, people will go check that out. Yes, 210 thumbs up. Thank you very much. James Webb scope should be awesome. You damn right, they should be awesome. I'm waiting for them. They're all ready right now. This is what they're doing, right? Hey, Lisa, thanks a lot. Thanks for stopping by. They're waiting for that telescope so that they can go check out all the types of aliens. And now they're going to be looking on. Say to yourself, if they're going to Titan and they're talking about Titan and they discovered Titan and they're going to send satellites there, it's because they're trying to look for life. So really, guys, they are looking for life. And the satellites that sent out to Venus and planets around the solar system, they're obviously looking to get information about them. So who says the lights that we see here are not the satellites from the aliens that are traveling through space, gathering information, taking a look at everything? Obviously, they're checking us. Some of you, like me, that believe that possibly as a theory they could be our protectors. Well, they would be looking at everything that's going on. It's true when you think of it. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I'm not any Star Wars fan. But when you look at those movies and stuff, what they're talking about and stuff, there's a lot of truth to that, right? A lot of truth that they'd be out there with the ships and they'd have to organize and fleets and soldiers and stuff. It makes sense when you think of it. It's scary stuff. It's less scary to see it in a movie than to see the truth. Bruce, as X forces snipers across the world, the very best couldn't replicate what the shooter did to kill Kennedy. Oh, that I didn't know, Tony. I'm happy that you brought it up. I'm very, very happy that you brought it up because there was talk about that angle and what happened. Yes, you're absolutely damn right about that. Maybe it wasn't something human, or the CIA had this secret weapon where, hey, listen, man, Tony, it could even be a bloody satellite that shot the guy. I mean, I'm so open-minded now by the possibilities of what they had, but it's scary that they're really in charge like that, the bad guys, what they're doing. So the president and stuff like that has no power whatsoever. There's no power to that guy. The president himself is a puppet to the elites. And what I'm trying to understand, are the CIA a mind of their own, or are the elites running them? Or is the CIA a rogue thug association that tries to get the monopoly, and even probably monopoly? I'm not going to go as far as saying it, but obviously I understand now that all these effing drug rings and pedo rings and stuff like that, they're probably the ones running the whole friggin' show. Or, that's to be safe, they're the ones that know all the information about that shit. It's weird, sad world we live in. Really is. Definitely. DK1000, I saw many UFO last year. DK1000 last year was the year that I saw the most UFOs in my life. In 2020, it was the most UFO captures. I have a video. It's an 8-minute video, and I filmed 25 or 30 UFOs, one after the other from different directions. No, they're not satellites. Not all of them, that's for sure. And why the hell would a satellite be low in the sky, slowing down and on fire? They're not on fire, the satellites. They took down and destroyed supposedly all of the satellites that had that stupid gold paper on it. It's not for nothing. They're hiding stuff. Are they hiding from China and Russia, or are we hiding from UFOs? It's really getting to me. I'm stuck between, and we'll probably never know whether it's China, a foreign government, or an adversarial country, or the UFOs, the aliens. It's like it's going to be hard to find that out for sure. Second time. There we go. Once is enough for the advertising, guys, because I'll block your asses. Elon Musk, human or not? I don't think so. I think the rulers of this earth are an alien race that are very similar to us. And what they did, they came in and mingled with us and wappa, 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 hubba, hubba, hubba. You know what I mean? They had babies and stuff like that. That's what they did. And those babies and aliens, what it made Chinese people. No, it made Chinese, Arabs, blacks, yellows, pinks, blues, Asian people, German people. We're all mixed. We're coming from all the hell all over the god darn universe, probably most likely. That's what they're doing. We're the aliens. We're a mixture of the aliens. And we're sitting here reading this book saying, wow, the demons had sex with the you. Oh, good thing that wasn't me. Well, who the hell do you think you are? We're not a pure breed. I don't think so. That's another thing that people that do the researching that don't know about it look up the bloodlines, the major royal bloodlines and the rulers of earth and the story of that. And then they get into the slavery and everything. It's like, oh my gosh, lots of things that people probably don't know about it. AKA Criminal International. So that is well said, Robin. It's true, It's true, but it's definitely they're the ones that were declared who have taken out definitely Kennedy. Hey, CL3, thanks a lot. It's Mooney tonight. I hope so here too. Trading technology, yeah. I know they trade I know aliens and humans trade. For sure. Can't even get it to work here, damn internet. Yeah, I've seen that. You said it, Lisa. The internet doesn't even work here, and I could just see them. They go to take off on the moon, but it goes. Computer closes down, to take off, and they crash. Boy, if they put Google on that, Google's not good to fly spaceships, boy. Wouldn't that discourage you though? You're at your home and you're always crashing with your Google, and then you're hired as an astronaut to go to space, and the first thing you have to do is search in Google. I'd be flipping out saying, is Google accurate in space? I wouldn't trust it, boy. I want to meet them all, especially Thor, Han. Yeah, same. Listen, Sugar Bee, I do too. I want to meet them all. if they are real, the ones that are good, and yes, I do. I'm ready. I'm ready for the whole thing. I don't care what the hell they look like. Whatever they have that's different, no, not a problem. We need to start having dating sites immediately. I'm curious. I want to check out the ladies out in the universe, see what they look like. Bet you got some of them with 3, 4 boobs and stuff. 2 for 1 or 4 for 2, or anyways, 4 for 1. But yeah, what would they look like, right? Definitely, what would they look like? Most likely, I always said that the aliens would probably be very similar to us. Maybe have different nose sizes and could be bigger heads. Kazoo, but I don't know. I really don't know about that. I'd be curious. Kevin, welcome. Greetings to you. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, I would definitely visit, darling, anytime. You should have me over, darling. We do a live stream or something. It'd be awesome. A live stream from your house. Do you guys want a Q&A period with my son on Christmas when we're here? I'll come on for half an hour to say hi with him, and I'll stick him on my anonymous mask. That way, the misheard won't know who he is. Over the years, the trolls had always tried to locate him, and unfortunately, anyways, they never found out where his channel was, because my son doesn't do exactly the same thing as me. He's not into space. He's into other teenager stuff and other things, and he's good in his field and what he does. But I said I'm going to have a Q&A question period here with my son, have a little bit of fun with the trolls, to say hello. Hey, Darla, Louis Molyneux has made a video recently. It's been a while. I haven't seen him making the videos. He's talking about chai, Darla. He's hammered, stoned out of his mind, lying on a couch talking about how to get the chai out of your hand. It's a good thing those trolls don't use the chai on me. Boy, it'd really get me. They'd wake up in the morning. Bruce made another bloody moon video. Oh, you can. What? Just fucking zaps the hell out of me. How many people do you think are doing witchcraft on me, watching me as I'm live streaming, looking at me, trying to get me to faint and stuff like that? But wouldn't be surprised when you think of it. They know all things on earth will be destroyed. I really don't know that. I'm telling you, Carmen, you know what? I'll tell you what. The quantity that we are is because they need us. We can't think that they let us for 1,000 years populate and become plentiful when they could have really easily sprayed us and just terminated us right there. Spray us and wait a month till we rot and then just land, literally. But there is some danger, but the story is a lot bigger. It's not about, think of it, the whole story, unless you have it all in your head, all we can really imagine is the people on Earth and another globe with aliens on it. But it's not just that, the secret. If there's another race on another globe, what the hell are they doing? Because they were never talked about. And I think there was a reason for them to say that aliens didn't exist in the past. How many people came and got the people on Earth, do you think, to abduct them and to take them to other planets to work and to be nice to them, probably? How many do you think that they would come here to gather intelligence on our governments by abducting regular people and asking them what the overall ideal of the leaders are on Earth and what's going on? There must be some type of contact. I don't think that they want us to do the nuclear or something. If they're buzzing the warships, again, I mentioned in the first stream, it could be adversarial countries or foreign countries if they're buzzing around warships. Are you guys excited? I'm like, oh my God, guys. They just declared water on the moon. They declared water on Mars now. The clouds way back on Mars. And then a couple of years ago, a year ago, they declared about the earthquakes on Mars and then the moon quakes. And now water on the moon. And now there's a building that they're going to declare, whether it be a boulder or a building, in a couple of days. So those of you waiting, we got to wait 3 months, guys. We're going to find out only around spring, probably. So do you think of it? 260 feet away. They're going to take till spring to get there, guys. Do you believe that? 3 semi trucks minus 1 cab, 2.5 semi trucks distance, 260 feet, 100 feet, 100 feet, and half of another truck. It's not even 3 vans away, So I don't understand why they're taking so long to get there. You don't think they can zoom up on that object, right? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a structure? I'll make some polls in the community. Those of you who like the polls, and honestly, it really does help. Today or tomorrow, please stop by once in the community section. And those of you who don't know, I do have a community section. Community section is my PlayStation, my play section. That's where I go to write posts, to share my silly. Well, in reality, it's always space related, but I could post anything that comes to mind there, jokes too or whatnot, because we need some laughter in our lives. But why am I sending you to the community now? I wanted you to go see something. Oh yeah, duh. We're gonna make polls. If you're interested in it. By the way, why am I saying that? Because the polls in the community, when I make a poll, I get anywhere from 400 to 1,000 people that come to the polls to reply them, and they're interesting polls. And at the same time, people, YouTube recommends people to come because they want them to see the polls. So I'm going to be asking some polls about what we think about what China is going to say. Are they going to talk about the moon? And now there's so much going on. The civilian. Those of you who didn't check the video where I talk about the UFO UAP report, that's what you want to type into my videos. UFO UAP report for December. It was a long report, a 27-minute video, and it's all the new that's happening. Those of you who don't know, there's a task force, brand new task force dealing with UFOs. They're going to need someone to run that. New subdivisions. They're going to ask everyone, pilots to talk about their sightings. So this is going to take a couple of years. It's not something that's going to happen in a day or two. They have that advantage that they take their bloody time to bring stuff out. But do you think this is going to bring out more information for Roswell? I'm expecting it, guys. The next big disclosure, Roswell, maybe JFK, maybe something went on with the Vatican. Who knows? There's lots that they should be exposing, right? Lots that they should be exposing. I don't know if they're going to. Thanks, everyone, so much for taking the time to stop by the channel. And I'm honored that we're at 90,000 subscribers now. Thanks for the generous contributions, guys, for the comments that you give the channel. And I'm one that thanks a lot because in life, I had to work hard for everything I got, like all of you. And when I get all of you coming here, encouraging the channel, I really appreciate it. And I love you all for it so much. So, Dwayne Ayers, thanks for coming back, brother, from Southern Indiana. We're waiting for some information. Hey, Kansas is still rocking, you guys. In the United States, the earthquakes are still occurring in the United States. There's lots of earthquakes. It's not new because there's been lots of earthquakes, but it is new because now it's getting really, really bad. And the earthquakes are persisting. Again, just today, 3.8 or something like that. So they're not that small. The 3s, the 4s, the 5s, it's a little concerning. Considered in a matter of a week, they got 700 plus asteroids. And that's crazy. Is it because of the sun? Oh, Light Bright. I miss my Light Bright. I used to love playing that. My mother said she's going to give me my dad's old guitar. My dad used to play the guitar. My dad was ZZ Top, eh? He was the singer of it. No, he wasn't. I was kidding. My mom said, she goes, yeah, she goes, used to play Starship Enterprise with it. So what do you mean? She goes, actually, I didn't. I'm not going to hide. I didn't say, what do you mean? I remember playing it. A guitar shape, electric guitar shape with, comes out, got the long nose. And I used to pretend it was a Starship Enterprise. I was doing that way back when I was young. So must have known something was coming. Imagine the beginning of Bruce Sees All. 5 years old, has his father who passed away, has his guitar in the basement. And instead of deciding to play the guitar, he pretends it's a starship. And here I am. An amazing chance that I had to start the channel. We're going to do some stuff for Christmas, guys. If you're around, I don't know when the live streams will be. Have a couple of hats again to give away. Often, like some of the hats that I have, some people laughed, said, "Hey, start giving away some hats like you." I'd given a couple away. Give a couple of things away, maybe some tea, coffee cup or two. And I don't know when I'm going to do that, but it'll be around the Christmas time, that's for sure. And I'll be keeping you all posted. So keep enjoying the videos, keep watching the videos. Kevin says, I live near Bigelow Airspace and see binary lights. Binary lights. Thank you very much. Going into the sky. What does it mean? I have no idea. Binary or binary lights, you mean? I'll tell you what, you guys live in Kevin, you guys that live near the bases, you're lucky for one thing. Yes, binary. Okay, Kevin, thanks. I just saw it after. Sorry, brother. Yeah. I don't know what it means. Holy crap, dude. I know what it means. And so do you. Sending messages out, Morse code, binary codes. That's what they're doing. What did they find? I'm so excited. I'm like a kid, honestly. After that report, you could tell I listened to the UAP report, the video that I made, and I started to laugh. Holy crap, I sound like Max Headroom. I was trying to get the whole report. That took me 45 minutes to read, guys. And I tried to reread it in 27 minutes. So I started, good thing I didn't make any too many mistakes, but lots of new with the task force coming out. Lots of new things. So that means everything's being redesigned, my friends. MUFON, GARPAN, ufology associations, all ufology associations, you're going to hear them come out with maybe some new things. I tend to think that some of these people were limited in what they could present as real footage or work. Maybe now this will permit even ufology associations to show my work. Hint, hint, which would be a good thing because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Play the lottery. I should. Thank you, Darla. Thanks, everybody. Hey, the stats. Thanks a lot. Guys, I love music. I love music. I only do researching in space and I love it. And I'll never stop doing it. I'm going to be doing more and more and more videos about it. But sometimes at night, every 3-4 days, every night, usually I grab the guitar for 10-15 minutes. I just go on YouTube. I play by ear so I can follow basically any song that's playing. And I feel one night like one song, one night like another song. And which just did the Harry Styles song, which my son told me, he said, Harry Styles. He goes, the guy from One Direction. And I went, I hope not. I don't like One Direction, but yeah, he made. Ever hear of the song Watermelon Sugar High? I also want a lot of skeptics. I want a lot of critics to go to the channel and rate my voice. I like playing music songs on my time off, guys. So that's just a family channel. If you like me enough that once in a while you want to come by and see what I'm singing or playing, well, go right ahead. Speak of the devil, it's not the devil, but I was just for some reason thinking of Christy. Thank you, Christy. And well, I'm always thinking of you, but in reality, it's the weekend. The weekend's coming, and I got a lot of backup stuff that happened. I got stuff to tell you, Christy, about the channel and things to come and stuff. And I will be catching up with a lot of you on Patreon. And those of you who are following me on Patreon who haven't been there this week, there's a video up, so go check it out. And thank you so much, Christy. Love you for it. Generous contributions, you guys. Thanks to Sats. Check out the music channel, guys. Let me know what you think. I waste no time there. I make a 3-minute video, 2-minute video, and that's it. It's little short clips. Oh, a little shaking. No, it must have been a truck, I assume. Bruce, have you used Cyanix infrared equipment? No, I know all about it. Nah, not yet. Yeah, there's I like Cyanix that you mentioned that. And listen, I'm also looking into thanks again, Christy. Thanks, you guys. I love you for it. Looking forward to tell you what's going on, Christy. And Christy, for over the years, thanks so much for coming and supporting this channel and for watching my videos and for connecting with me on the energy side anyways, because a lot of people don't really understand the energy. And I don't talk to 100,000 people about energy, but Christy and I often come up with a lot of good ones about what's going on. So anyway, thanks for being there. Bruce, have you used Cyanix infrared equipment? I haven't, but I've looked at it. And that's another thing, Tony. I'm going to be investing a lot of money in the next infrared equipment. Well, I shouldn't be saying that because it doesn't mean I want to pay a lot. But what I checked out, the equipment, stunning. I was so disappointed that what I wanted, I was expecting to be 3,000 or 4,000, and it's 15,000, 25,000. And the other one that I really wanted was 45,000. I said, oh my God, dude, how the hell could somebody, it's a lot of money. The objects are a lot of money, but a good Gen 3 is what I will be looking into. And I will ask a lot of you also before I do invest in it, like I did with the big telescope. Got a lot of feedback and information from you all. So you guys were awesome tonight. Can't thank you all enough for coming back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. And I have heard about that also. And they're doing something, they're sending signals to someone. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Thanks, Julie. Michael Joshua Lewis. Is that the right one? Is that, let's see. Is that the same one? Probably not. Hey, how's it going, brother? Nope, he's the good one. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, hot wire balloon sats, lies. Damn right it is. Air. Yep. Thanks again, Christy. Oh, yes. Actually, Carmen, I don't watch movies, but I did watch that, my dear. I did watch that one. Space 1999. Hey, those of you, I'm sure a lot of you still haven't, but if ever you want to take the time to find out something, just look at the movie 1984. You can look at the version on YouTube, even in color, I think. It's free. It's the movie 1984. And it talks about in the future what's coming and the control and what they're going to do. And it's, it's scary because there's a lot of things going on today. And like you just said, Carmen, you looked at the Space 1999, you're going to see a lot of stuff in there that over the years they talked about. That's how it is. In movies, there's a lot of truth in movies. Andromeda Native, thank you so much. Love you, my dear. Thanks a lot, you guys. And Christy, thanks so much, you guys. Thanks, Andromeda. My great Trump going to finish. William, thanks, man, by the way. William, I do believe that. I do believe that that's right. And and you're very, very right about that too, because William, and you know it, they said that Trump was supposed to talk about the UFOs and what was going on. And I heard through the grapevine that it was the Galactic Federation didn't want that to come out at that moment. So I guess they're scrambling to do a bunch of things before it comes out. But you know what, William? I do believe that they're going to come up with some information. Really believe that. My great uncle was Richard Gordon. He was the pilot for the Apollo. Yes, I know him. Not personally, but yes. Apollo 12 mission. Not that I believe in there. No, hey, Kelly, well said, eh? No, I have much respect for that. Like you said, my great uncle, Richard Gordon, doesn't mean they went or not. It's sad that you have to do that, though, eh? You feel that you have to do that. But in reality, you're not crazy either. And don't forget, the astronauts aren't bad. And I got nothing against Neil. I got nothing against the astronauts. They were hired. They were sworn to secrecy. Obviously, they didn't say, now you're going to see a UFO when you land. So they wanted to test them to see what they were going to see. And when they saw things, well, often they were told, well, to keep quiet about what they did. And those people, like your great uncle, well, they told those stories to their families and kept it really in the family, and it often probably never really came out. Yeah, it's a scary thought, Kai. Think a lot about that. Gate smasher, hoorah. Yeah. Said we could be their form of bacon. Now, when you say that, you do know I'm more afraid than all of you, right? The bigger they are, maybe that's why they're hovering around me. He goes, if we catch the ones those size, we'll be able to bring less back. Let's get the big meaty ones, you know? Hey, good evening to you, Gamecock Mike. Think it's coming back, man. Yeah, it is, Darla, and it's a good one too. And Space 1999, you could also watch it, if I'm not mistaken, free on YouTube. I think, right, Carmen? It should be on YouTube for free. There's a lot of new movies that they put up there for free. I'm not a movie watcher, but I don't know about you guys. I start a movie and I watch 5 minutes of it while I'm doing work, and then I again, let's say I'm waiting for a lift or something. Well, I'll watch 5 more minutes, and I do that once in a while, but I research heliophysics. I research the moon, ufology. Now I do nothing else. There's nothing else that goes in my head. That's all I want to do because I want to be able to present things properly to you all. Get one that is like the Pope's, yes, called Lucifer, uses extra light wavelengths. I know that. I isn't that incredible? Extra light wavelengths, and it also has so many filters, and it's an infrared radio telescope too. It's incredible what these guys, what religion? How it's good money. Religion's good money, I guess, when you think of it. Yep, that's right. Both day and night. The video I sent Bruce earlier is no hot air balloon. You can see the lights moving. Oh yeah, the problem. Nothing's a hot air balloon, most likely. Advice for new telescope buyers: don't go cheap on camera. Yeah, man. No, absolutely. I did too. When I bought the 14-inch, I went with my DSLR at the beginning. That was just the D2. Then after that, I changed it. I put the other one on. And it's like, whoa, look at the major difference. And it's true. If ever you can go strong on the camera, so that right away a two with the telescope. But it's like you said, Christopher, it's the bloody price, dude. It's a question of many hundreds of dollars sometimes. Like if you want 32 megapixels, well, $200, no problem. I got 50 megapixels, like 48 megapixels on mine, the D850, and it's a $5,000 camera without the lens. If I wanted the lens that went on the end, I would have paid $10,000 Canadian money, almost 7,000 US for it. It's ridiculous. Wonder if I'm still showing. I'm in the room when I leave from my phone, but stay watching you on TV. I see ya. Hey, I'm on TV. Oh my God, it must be big. Kermit Clemens, thanks, for watching, you guys. Israel in the house. Or you're talking about Israel. Yeah, sorry. Too much information? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. Thanks, you guys, for stopping in, Well, already 2 hours. We have too much fun. And Christmas is coming, so expect some live streams, and I'll come on with my son to at least say hi to you all, even though he's going to have his mask on. Maybe some of you are curious to ask him some questions about what he thinks of the space research, and that way I'm going to know what he thinks about it. If I tell you guys that in all the years that I've been doing this research, I never sat down with my son to show my research ever. He looks at the videos, but never really took the time to explain to him what was happening. I did when he was 8 or 9. And I was like, look, this is there. Look at that there. And the lights are coming like that. And he's like looking like, okay. Kids, if you know what to look for, world leader publicly shown. Yes. Imagine all of these areas of significance Apollo 11 could have landed if not for it being the perilous first time. You're absolutely right, Michigan. Hey, Michigan Mister, how's it going, brother? You're effing right about that. George Bush was seen and photographed on the grassy knoll on that day. Yeah. It's another thing. That's another thing. Yeah. Those guys, that's hold on. How can I do this so that you understand? No, I'm trying to get it. No, this here. Okay. That and that's who killed JFK. That secret association from that university. On the grassy knoll, imagine. What the hell was he doing there? He was in charge of the hit, probably. Yeah, if they show us, then the elite don't have to tell us anything. Exactly. That's right. It's true. And not just that. Do you understand that if the USA blames the UFOs as being someone else, but let's say it's them as a theory, then when they talk about UFOs on the moon, it won't be the responsibility of the states. But if someone says, hey, how come there's a UFO fleet going around the moon? NASA? But if NASA says we don't know what the lights are, we have no idea what those lights are. So now they can go to the moon and send lights. And they're even telling you right in your face, we must replicate those lights. What the hell? That's the solution? Whoa, they're buzzing the warships. We must replicate these vehicles or imitate them or try to replicate them or capture one and back engineer it because that's all they think of. They want the power. If they see a powerful being, that powerful being knows that we're psychos, that if we get that information, we're going to kill them because we're a bunch of savages. That's what we do here on Earth. That's what we do. So thank you very much, guys. An amazing show of support. Please, thanks for the thumbs up. Come back and leave a comment after and say thanks for the stream. And we'll talk like you guys always do. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks, mods. Thanks, everybody, for the generous contributions. If you're here, you're contributing a lot to the channel. Keep coming back, my friends, to see the live streams if you're interested in them. And thanks to all that take the time to I already said that, didn't I? To thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Talk to you really soon. From here to Christmas. And of course, tomorrow, another video will follow. I'll be working on that video tonight. Talk to you soon.